financial journey video. Today I'm going to be talking about months 5 through 12. So from May until December. I'm filming this in 2019, but I'm going back to 2018 because I never updated you all about that. And I stopped making videos, but I was still on my journey. Alright, so one goal I had for last year was to get a part-time job. And I was finding that a lot of the jobs that I was seeing would not really work with my schedule, with my full-time job, and some other things I have going on outside of work. So from May to December, I did not have a part-time job. So I was just working on my full-time income and using that by budgeting to pay down debt. So doing from June until August, beginning of August, every year I have a good chunk of time where I'm off from work. And so sometimes, you know, when you're off from work, you try to find things to do. And sometimes those things to do involve spending money. So one of my hobbies, apparently during the summer, was to go spend money. So I would get these ideas from Instagram, and I would go and try to make those ideas come to pass. So come into fruition. So I found that I spent a lot of my money at Michael's. Michael's took my money. And I was excited about it. I started watching all these decor videos, and so I started going to buy these different items to redesign or remodel my home. And all those things are good, it's just in moderation and making sure to budget for it. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm putting it on the budget, so it's all right to spend it. But my goal is to pay off debt as quickly as possible. And so some of the things I was trying to do during the summer, I should have been trying to do during the summer, because that pushed me back from my goal. So one thing I learned from June to August is that I was spending on paper, on my budget, but things I should not have allotted on my budget. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. Set a budget, of course, stick to the budget, but be very wise with your budget. Like if it's on paper, that's one step, but should it be on paper? Does it go against your main goal for being on the journey? And if it does, you have to change your budget. So I know that this coming, or the year we're in now, 2019, when it's time for the summer, I know to be conscious of me thinking about, okay, where can I go spend money, or what can I go buy? Make sure you use all my resources I currently have, see how I can do it for free, or get it super, super cheap if I'm really interested in doing it. Other than that, my wallet is closed. So that's something I learned from last year. But that was just, you know, first few months in the journey, still learning my way. But yeah, so yeah, I spent way more than I should have during the summer months. And it wasn't a huge amount, but it didn't go with my goal of being able to pay off debt quicker. So that was June until beginning of August. Then work started back up again. And usually when the work starts back up again, I'm usually focused on that, and I'm not thinking about spending money. I can literally stack money because I'm not thinking about it, because I'm focused on getting the new work season started. So I want to say in August, September, I was supposed to get a new work season started, but a part of getting the work season started, some new things I wanted to buy that went along with work. And I don't get extra funds. I get a few extra funds, but sometimes my ideas are greater than the funds I have allotted for the idea, if that makes any sense. So summer spending, and then came time for the work season start again, and I spent some money there too. Like I'm like, I gotta get books. I have to get books, even if they are discounted. I gotta get books, so I'm spending like 50 cents here, $1 here on books, but those add up, especially getting like 20 plus books. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm getting a discount, which is good, but it went against my goal. If I wasn't on my goal of knocking off debt as quick as I can, then this would have been perfectly fine. But at the time, it just went against my goal. So I had to continue to remind myself, what is my goal? Where am I going with this? How can I get there quicker? So to adjust accordingly. All right, so that was August, September. November, I was like, okay, get back on track. So I think even somewhere in those months, I kind of fell off doing a budget. I think in like August, September, I fell off. Like I wrote a budget or I wrote some things down, but I didn't really follow up with it like I had been earlier months. Like I was really meticulous. Like I wrote it and I checked it every day, made sure I was on track. But I kind of got laid back with it. So October, November was the months that I like picked back up with doing the budget, checking it, keeping my receipts, balancing it out, and things like that. I was like, I'm back on track. Like for a minute, I forgot what I was doing. Now I'm back on track. And with any new journey, you got to continue to remind yourself, this is what I'm doing. This is my goal. This is what I'm doing. This is my goal. You don't just say it once and hope it sticks. It doesn't work like that for me, and a lot of people it doesn't. You have to continue to remind yourself. Because something new, something different. It's not your usual or natural way of thinking, so you have to continue to remind yourself, this is my goal. This is what I'm doing. If it doesn't line up with that, don't do it. So October, November, back to doing a budget and balancing it out. December came. December is the month where people, are giving presents, doing all these things. And December is my birthday month. So I'm like, I want to celebrate. I want to do it big, but it doesn't go with my goal. So I don't really buy a lot of presents for Christmas. So that wasn't a big issue. I always have the desire to, but I typically don't buy a lot of presents. There are a few things that I get, but I'm not like big on getting a lot of presents. So that wasn't a big thing. But I will say, with me starting my financial peace journey February, March of 2018, by December, by the end of the year, I had paid off